both negative and positive energy is present in the universe. Research on positive energy has been going on for decades, but no research has ever been done on negative energy. Ghosts and spirits are just a type of negative energy. There must be some unknown sources of positive energy in the universe. There must be some unknown powers which exist, but humans are not aware of their existence. The principle of resonance in science says that all kinds of energy are revolving around us. When we generate energy equal to that negative energy through a special mantra sadhana or method, then that energy becomes effective, which in simple words is called attaining siddhi. What are those powers? And what can be the ways of calling them? Is there really any such power about which humans are still unaware? The writer of this story is Sonia Sani. It was 2 o'clock in the night. All the preparations were done. Night mode cameras were installed in every part of the mansion. Apart from advanced audio recorders, digital multimeters were fitted at some distances. Riddhi was tied to a chair. Anant was fully alert right in front of Riddhi with his electromagnetic detector. And Priya and Sambhav were keeping a close watch on every sound and were busy making a graph of the energy of the entire mansion with their meters. Priya heard a sound from the instrument, beep beep, breaking the silence. Suddenly Priya's son started signaling high energy near the kitchen. Priya's forehead wrinkled and she swallowed 2 drops of water in her dry throat and headed towards the kitchen. This mansion, which was once the residence of the village head, or you can say it was a den of debauchery, today sheds tears over its plight. The people of the 4 villages around shudder at the very name of the mansion. The last rites of Thakur were given this mansion 40 years ago. They fled from here to save their lives, and after they left, no one dared to set foot on this land again. It is said that many times those who fought against the daring and evil forces came to this mansion. But when they returned from here, they were not able to tell anything to anyone. The story of this mansion was not ordinary, but mysterious and scary. On reaching inside the kitchen, Priya was getting the strongest and clearest signals. On the other hand, Sambhav too had followed the signal in the whole mansion and reached the garden behind the kitchen after seeing a high signal. Both of them looked at each other and drew a circle on the graph in their hands. The meter needle in their hands was making noise indicating that it has found some energy there. Suddenly the signals near Priya and Sambhav started getting weak. And the meter in Anant's room started making a beeping sound. Anant became cautious, and after mixing a few drops of medicine in a glass and making Riddhi drink it, he sat firmly in front of her. Due to the effect of the medicine, Riddhi's immune powers started reaching the minimum level, and as soon as the body became weak, the spirit present there entered her body. An atmosphere of fear started getting established in the room. The whispers and the sounds of people walking from the rooms outside were disturbing. The camera had broken and fallen down. All the instruments detecting some energy started making a beeping sound simultaneously. From outside, there was a sound of an owl hoot. The sound of was mixing with the dream in the atmosphere. Meanwhile, Riddhi started making some sound by turning her neck round and round. "What do you want?" "Yes," shaking off the horrible scary voice, Anant asked. "Look, we have come to help you. We are friends. Do not harm us. If you need any help, then tell us. Look, we know we are nothing in front of you. We are not challenging your powers. We just want to listen to you. Maybe there is something that you want to say. We want to help. We want to take you out of here." Hearing Anant's words, Riddhi first glared at him. Then suddenly she started sobbing. "Thakur, who had brought me here after my wedding, the one in whose name I applied me handy, did not even look at me this time with a veil on. But this lustful executioner, every night when he got bored, he took me and threw me in front of his sons. For them also I was just a means of entertainment. He had made me a dancing toy in his mansion. All these people arranged a party every night in which Thakur and his friends entertained everyone. After some time I became the mother of a daughter. For the sake of my daughter, I started dancing in their party every day without missing a beat.
Please like and subscribe.
Slowly time passed and my daughter turned 12 years old. Like me, my daughter was also living a neglected life. Then one day those executioners got angry at my daughter. They kidnapped my daughter. I had decided that what happened to me will not happen to my daughter. That is why I was alone, and I was on my knees against them, and they kept on beating me and my daughter for so long, and then they left my daughter in this mansion. My daughter right in front of me. Saying this, Ruthie started crying. That day I was weak, but now no. I have taken revenge from everyone one by one. Saying this, she started laughing loudly. Look, we will get you justice. Now just give up your anger. Go back with your daughter. This is not your world. Now let your daughter rest in peace. Believe me, we are not your enemies. Suddenly Priya's meter started making noise again. Priya alerted Sambhav with a gesture and started moving in the direction of the meter. On reaching a place in the mansion, the meter started making a very loud noise and a tornado started rising right in front of them. Beeping sounds started coming from all the instruments they had. Anand also reached there in the direction of the sound coming from the microphone. All the instruments were pointing towards the same thing, that there is definitely something there. He had said that he had given it to them in the mansion. I think there is something here. On digging here, 2 human skeletons were found. One of a woman and the other of her child. After cremating them with all the belongings, the police had registered a case. After the last rites and hearing their story, both the restless souls were at peace. A big case was solved. The mansion was now free from negative energy.
Please like and subscribe.
Ruthie took almost a week to recover, but this is a part of her work. After completing the project of Aliganj Mansion, the 4 research students were busy discussing their research topic sitting in the library. Anand, Ruthie, Priya and Sambhav were doing research on the subject of ghost hunting. All 4 were fearless and fully dedicated to their work. All 4 had written their reports on many mansions and ruins. Some were just rumors, while in some, an unsatisfied soul was found trapped. Negative effects were found at some places. But those places were not haunted. Like other students, they did not want to make normal ghosts and spirits their subject. They believed that both negative and positive energy is present in the universe. Research on positive energy has been going on for decades, but no research has ever been done on negative energy. Ghosts are just a type of this negative energy. There must be some unknown sources of negative energy in the universe. Some unknown powers which exist, but humans are not aware of their existence. The principle of resonance in science says that all kinds of energy are revolving around us. When we generate energy equal to that negative energy through some special mantra sadhana or method, then that energy becomes effective. Which in simple words is called attaining siddhi. What are those powers, and what are the ways to control them? Is there really any such power that humans are still unaware of? To know the answer to this question, all 4 of them were making every possible effort. Ruthie, which book are you staring at? Tell me something like this for 3 days, friend, it's over. I am the story of a far jinn. Research shows that this story is not a story but a true incident in which the true story of jinns coming to earth and destruction has been written. I felt like I am really meeting jinn. Let me tell you one more thing. It is written in this book that some special mantras were chanted to call the jinns from their world, and those mantras were last seen in a book about 250 years ago. The same book which was kept in the library of the Maharaja of Chandapur. Why don't we go there and search that book and do some research on it? The way jinns were mentioned in it, it is possible that there is information about some other unknown power as well. And you know that our ancestors knew a lot about which we are yet to know. Whether it is the pyramid or the mystery of Mount Kailash, there is still a lot to know whose traces are hidden in the past. It means you want to go back to that same ill-fated mansion, where so many people lost their lives. Sambhav said such surprise. So what do you think? You will go to sleep at night and in the morning you will get your PhD in your hands. It is our job, so Sambhav will have to take such risks. You guys tell me what you say. Priya also supported Ruthie, so okay, let's go and see what we get. The next week all 4 of them left for Morwali Haveli situated in Arap of Chandapur. On reaching the Haveli they saw that the Haveli was completely deserted. Apart from the cooing of pigeons, no other sound was heard there. This palace which was broken at many places was telling its tale of horrors. All 4 were very sad. They were carefully searching for the library of the mansion. According to the books, this library was built in the prohibited area of the mansion. All four of them had checked every room of the mansion, but no building like the library was visible. Most of the rooms were in a dilapidated condition due to years of neglect and the untoward incidents that happened there. Every room was full of dirt, dust, cobwebs, and darkness. Apart from this, nothing else was visible there. While closely inspecting each room, the three of them reached a room which seemed to be the Maharaja's bedroom. Apart from an old grand bed, not much else was visible. There was a pile of doll and mud everywhere. Then these eyes went towards a very beautiful mirror. What a beautiful uncarved mirror it was. Its size was so huge that when it was in front of it, the view of the entire room was visible in it. While admiring the carvings on the mirror, as soon as she moved her hand to touch it, somehow a nut came from behind and collided with her. Enrthi also went and collided with the mirror. Due to a strong jolt, the mirror, which was looking like a mirror till now, opened inwards like a door. Seeing this, the eyes of the four friends remained wide open in surprise. Have they found a secret room? Will something untoward happen to them in the mansion, or will the story take a new turn? To know this, do not forget to watch the next part of the story. If you like this story, then subscribe to us, follow our Instagram and Facebook page, and yes friends, do not forget to subscribe.